Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
And hello, everyone. Let's do a sound check and make sure you can hear me, and we're good to go. All right, that looks good. So, hey, welcome to Friday. Tonight's show is called The Prof Friday Night Fights Round 5. Okay, and tonight we will be doing the drama. So, if you're interested in drama, stick around. Otherwise, if you don't care about the drama and aren't interested in the chat, stick around as well. And all you lurkers, join the chat. And that's what we're going to be doing. So let me back up and say hello to everyone. And it is what it is. Okay, so welcome in Delphi viewers and Prof listeners. So glad to have you here. Please remember here to support me at Cash App at the Coffee for Prof and buy me a coffee at the Prof's Crew. There you go. Support the channel, hit the thumbs up, make yourself comfortable, and come on in, and I'll say hello to everyone. So I'm glad to see everyone here. So God bless you. Right, so we're going to bag it on up and see who was here super early. Apologize for my tardiness. I was trying to make sure that I had all my presentation ready for you without any errors. So hopefully that will be good to go. But let me see. Hello. Let's see who do we have here early? Let's see. Oh, Rebecca Ann. All right. Welcome in, Rebecca Ann. You were first here. Rebecca Ann. And Amy was here early too. Welcome, Amy. Also, Mark Ellis. What's up, Mark? Mark was here super early. That's more than an hour ago. Okay, Mark was here. Also, Court of Public Opinion was here. Welcome, sir. Good to see you. And Mary Beth Yema. Hi, Prof and chat. Looking forward to another interesting Friday with everyone. Me too. All right. Icy Cat came in. Hey, Icy Cat. And Paula. What up, Paula? Okay. And D. Tur. There you go. What's up, D? All right. Heather Brown. Heather Brown came in saying hello to everyone. All right. Four Pits is here. Hey, Four Pits, you're famous. There's a whole live stream about you tonight. Okay. What's up, Four Pits? All right. Snoop Sleuth, what's up with you? And welcome on in. Hi, Prof, mods and chat. Happy Friday. Greatest chat on the planet. It is, at least in the true crime world. All right. We have a whole new flow of alt accounts. The troll farm has increased and duplicated, and they've come together with the defense folks. So we have the prosecution troll farm 1.0 and the defense shills, pro, defense friendly troll farm 2.0, and they've come together, joined forces. Isn't it interesting? When would you ever expect the free Rick Allen people would be bed buddies with the Rick Allen is a kid killer? What's up, Mino Dino? Welcome in. Come on in. And also Barbara Borman. Is my voice sounding extra nasally? Damn, I'm feeling nasally all of a sudden. I've been struggling with some allergies and all this stuff. Okay, Four Pits. Haters gonna hate. And Prof is living rent free in a whole lot of empty heads. Trust me, there's plenty of room in there for living. It's spacious apartments in those empty skulls. What's up, Mandy Gillian? Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, boom. You guys are coming on into the chat, flowing in. You know, Sweet Dude Shibby, there he is. How'd you get a wrench? What was I thinking? All right, Heather, Mark Ellis, Sweet Dude Shibby, Amy, Mino Dino, Mandy. Oh, Topher says, "Hey, Prof and chat. What's up, Topher? That's pretty awesome. Avatar you got there. What's up, Carol? Come on in, Carol. All right, make yourself comfy as usual. All right. Mary Beth says, "Hey, Heather, Amy, and all. I'm fairly new, but everyone seems nice, and I'm getting a lot out of all your comments." Well, that's the point of the channel. I've always said that comment section or the comments, the chat is the reason we exist, and so I've just been trying to facilitate discussions amongst those who are interested, and it looks like it's been working out pretty well past couple years. Mino Dina, so smash that like button. What's up, Deb? I almost called you Dino. Oh, forgive me, forgive me. What's up, Miss Deb? Come on in. Four Pit says, please do share the channel with everyone that you think might be interested. Hey, Nicole Watt coming in. What's up, Nicole Watt and the pretty dog? All right, Nicole Watt. All right. What's up, y'all? Jamie Blair coming in. Hello, Jamie. Apologize, my nose seems a little itchy. I'm all dry. I'm all allergy. Oh man. Deb says hello to everyone. Okay. And Snoop Sleuth, Old Mort's coming in. What's up, Old Mort, New Mort? Good to see you. All right. Paula Fitzhenry says hello to everyone. And hey guys, Rick Snay says hi to everyone, by the way. I talked to him today. He's working tonight, but Rick says hi to everyone, and I said hi to everyone for Rick. So that's what's up. Since he's not here to say hi himself, but Rick says hello, y'all. All right. I'll be mostly lurking. It's been a long day. Good job. Enjoy your evening. Okay. Hey, Aaron M. Town says, change from top chat to live chat and press the like button. Opened another window in which I can pause the stream I am currently watching. Yep, I'm good. Takes a lot of preparation, doesn't it? All right. What's up, David Rogers? What's up, yous guys? What's up, yous guys? All right. All right. Boom. And this is a hello to everyone. Okay. Thank you, Aaron Town. Okay. This is going to be a let's be a big Jer night. Yeah, sure. Why not? All right. Boom. What's up, Heather Brown? Amy? Rebecca Ann, David Rogers. I see everybody. What's up, Rebecca Ann? Nicole Watt. All right. Grabbing my last bowl of Cheerios. What's up, Oleg Cat coming in? Is that a what do you call those? Prairie dogs? Is that a prairie dog? All right. What's up, Mark Ellis, Rebecca Ann, Aaron, also. Aaron. Okay. We got I took a nap and overslept. Was scared I was going to be late. No, I was late tonight. Trust me. What's up, Foxy Lady? Boom. Okay. Kate Yu says hello and happy Friday to everyone. What's up, Kate Yu? Hey, you guys remember the Shack Attack? Derek, Cody, Shaq, the Unmentionables. Shack Attack, y'all. Shack Attack. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. All right. All right. So Foxy Lady's in listening mode because she's driving. Lowered Customs says, what's up, everyone? What's up, Lowered Customs? Come on into the big channel and join the big chat, Lowered Customs. All right. Good to see everyone. Okay. Dom S coming in. What's up, Dom? All right. Good to see everyone. Silence here. What's up, Silence? Good to see you. All right. Good to see you, Silenced. All right. What's up, Christina? Court of Public Opinion coming in. What's up, Court of Public Opinion? What's up, World's End? Hey, Prof, mods and chat. Hope you are all doing well. All right, boom. Enjoy your time with your daughter, Mr. Dom. And also, Christine says, thank God it's Friday. True that. Thanks God it's Friday. Ninja Warrior Assassin, welcome in. Okay, boom. Amy says hello to everyone. All right. Also, David Rogers says showtime. Good to go now. Christine says it sounds good. Beautiful, beautiful. What's up, Christine? All right. Drama got personal this week. Yeah, I know, Christine. Boy, they go after everyone, don't they? You guys make me feel all warm and fuzzy. What's up, Commentator Root? Sir, I remembered this time. All right. What's up, beautiful Cosmo? Happy Friday to everyone. So happy I made it. Hope everyone's doing well. Have a great Friday. Okay. All right, y'all. Me too, Christine. One of them was slimy enough to try to use my wife's stroke against me. Yeah, I did see that, by the way. I did see that. Do you mean the trauma dumping individual who needs to get his meds right? What's up, Paula and Tinkerbell? Hey, y'all, but I'm working and I'm trying to pay attention. What's up, Brenda Mays? You're not late. You're on time. We haven't even started yet. Brenda Mays. Good thing I'm late. I need to start late then. If everyone's just on time late. Okay, announcement. From now on, we'll be doing 10 Eastern. That's it. Okay, seems like it's working out for everyone. What's up, Tinkerbell? I have to say that the Prof Weird Shit Lives are really good content. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Thank you for going back and watching those. And for everyone interested, I made a playlist with all of the Weird Shit Lives because they're really good and they're specially for you. So you can go and find the playlist on my channel and you don't have to go seek them all out. They're all there and in order. And remember, the Weird Shit series follows along the community page. So heads up for all of you. All right. Poop attract flies. Poop attracts flies, says Elizabeth Jones. Yes, sure does. And we will be looking at the community page tonight. There's something new there for you guys. Scott Perkins, hello, sir. Good to see you. And hey, Diana, good to see you. Hey, my friends, and hey, Prof. What's up, Diana? All right, so we're good. We're good. Good to see you, Cosmo. We've been missing you. All right. Reading the love shared in the chat restores my faith in humanity. Yes, because this is the good corner of Delphi here. Listen, all other angles of Delphi are pretty negative, but this is the good corner. What's up, Eliana Davidson? Okay, boom. All right, Christine says silenced, hoping she's making progress. I thought about you a lot recently. Praying for you, Hebby, says Cosmo. I'm going through a lot with my son's father. What's up, Dirty Diana? Hey, everyone, says Brenda Mays. You don't get to the top by staying at rock bottom. Words of wisdom for the four pits. Words of wisdom from the four pits, y'all. You don't get to the top by staying at rock bottom. No, rock bottom's something you bounce off of, okay? Words of wisdom for all of you rock bottomers. Don't fall down there and grab hold of those other rocks and start smoking them. Prof, I got the wrench after I sent the shower selfies. You and Heavy demand. Don't say that. The trolls will believe it, and it'll be true before you know it in the Twitter sphere. What's up, Gene Jackson? How you doing? In my Wendy Williams voice. What's up, Gretchen Allen? All right, y'all. Christina's here. Mino Dino, Dirty Diana, Cosmo. With damn, all my girlfriends. We can start. We can start. Court of Public Opinion 2 and Shibby. Boy, I'm a lucky man. What's up, Becky B33? Hi, y'all. All right. Paula Fitzhenry, it's nice to see you. What are you talking about? Good to see you, Paula. Oh, when Rick Snade doesn't talk about politics, he's all right. For the most part, yeah. Yeah, Rick and I, we do this. We don't discuss politics. We agree to disagree for the most part. Gretchen and I have been going through a lot. Happy to see you and be here. Oh, call me Cosmo. What's up, LB? All right, Ninja Warrior Assassin Prof, you have a coffee. I need a coffee. I do need a coffee. Coffee. What's up, Dirty Diana? How are you? All right. What's up, Deb? Loved your baby pic, Prof. What baby pic? The hell are you talking about, Deb? Whoa, thank you, Mark Ellis. Mark Ellis with a super chat. Thank you very much, Mark. Shack Attack. Shack Attack. I need to get my little party horn sound going again so I can annoy everyone with that. What's up, Marie Kelly? Hi, Prof, and everybody at work. We'll be in and out. Boom, shakalaka. Okay, what's up? Dirty Diana, bring me in the shower with you. Bring the phone in. Dirty Diana, what the hell are you talking about? You just trying to have an excuse for not listening tonight? What's up, Moonbeam 70s child? Good to see you all. Good to see you, Cosmo. Thank you for coming. Okay. Lisa, don't forget about us after profs. All right. This is looking good. This is looking good. What's up, Kay? Kay Mary, y'all. Kay Mary coming in. All right. What's up, Kay Mary? Thank you for coming in, saying hello. Hey, Debbie, Amy, Heather Brown, Mino, Dirty Diana, and all you beautiful people, says Elby. It's not good to see you, Silence, but it's great to see you. 5 Green Acres, welcome into you. Hey, welcome in. Well, you coming in late here. All right. All right, y'all. Don Mess says, I really need them to come after me so they lay off y'all. Well, I don't know. You start talking about the shit we talking about, Dom, and they probably will. Hey, Prof, you're so sweet. Hope all is well. I said you better call me. All right. Silenced, silenced, silenced. All right. What's up, Jake Brooks? Hey, Jake Brooks coming in. Boy, it's an all-star cast tonight. Look at this, bro. The chat is banging. All right, come on, lurkers. Make it interesting. Join the chat, lurkers. Come on, man. Debate. Productive debate is always healthy. Gaslighting is not. So stay the fuck out of here with that. But come on in. All right, so we're getting in here. 5 Green Acres. Hey, who is that I see? BGPO. Welcome in. You're late too. Come on in, though. We like when you come in. Silence says, I have pretty thick skin, Dom. It's okay. All right. We missed you all too, Cosmo. Yeah, check that weird shit, Delphi weird shit playlist. And also check another playlist I highly encourage is the Frank's Memorandum Deep Dive. I put a lot of work into that. You might enjoy it if you're interested in refreshing on the Frank's Memorandum. What's up, 5 Green Acres? Okay. All right. There's no bad press, only trolling. What's up, artist formerly known? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate having you here. Mark Ellis, Prof, keep doing a great job. I will if you keep doing a great job. Thank you, Mark. That's very, very nice of you, Mark. Keep supporting, and I appreciate it. I truly appreciate it, Mark. Okay. Thank you so much, Mark. All right. So we got Jake Brooks, Deb, artist formerly known, Nicole Watt, BGPO, Cosmo. Hey, there's a Swade Smith. Swade Smith coming in. What's up, Swade Smith? Don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm just saying hello. All right. All right. You're going to bring the phone in and listen? Thank you. Okay. Oh, Dom S says 5 Green Acres. She's always dirty, no matter what. That's right. She's dirty, Diana. All right. Remember to turn your chat to all messages. All right. Lurking status says Moonbeam 7. He's exhausted. I may close my eyes for 5 minutes, but I will be listening. We love you, Mark. And we love you, Silenced. And we love you, Christine. And we love you, Heather Brown and Swade Smith, Dirty Diana, Aaron Town, Mino Dino, everybody. Sweet Dude Shibby sometimes. All right. All right. So just hold on a minute. All right. Looks like I have caught up with everybody. So I'm so appreciative of everybody who is here. Thank you all for being here. I got to say hello to everybody. So if I happen to have missed you, just go ahead and drop down in the chat and say, hey, and I will remember not to miss you. But hopefully I did not skip over anyone. So appreciate you all being here. And lurkers, like I said, come in and join as long as you don't gaslight and be completely narcissistic crazy makers and assholes and treat everybody like you're smarter than them. So just come on in and authentically discuss, and we would appreciate you. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're here. So glad we've got here. And oh, there's Elizabeth Jones. So I may have missed you, maybe not, but welcome in anyhow. All right. Silenced says probably Christine. And Prof's go-to clowns. That's Shibby. As soon as I talk about anything that's over the target, all the trolls will jump into the chat. Yes. All right. So y'all, yeah. So look, let's do this. Let's start off with a bang. We're going to start off with a little screen share. I've done a community post. I did a community post. So let's read it. This will get us rolling. What's up, Bezo Jones? Okay, Bezo Jones coming in. And commentator Root says, I'll just be listening. All right, so before I get started, let me say this. No, I'll get started first, then I'll say it. All right, y'all. So I got a community post to read, and I'm going to help by reading it for you tonight, okay? Because it's rather long and involved, but it's some food for thought, okay? Leah Lou says, I can be a bit gruff sometimes, so mainly lurk, but I'm liking what you're throwing out there. It's making sense to me. Well, thank you. And also, Goddess, hey, hello to you. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night. And it is. It's the Prof's Friday Night Fights Round 5. Okay? So, anyhow, let's read this. So I made this post, and I want to read it for you because I think it's a little interesting. Okay, so let me get into it. Now, this says, why you should not trust the parties behind the Rick Allen website. A message of caution for those who may be interested in visiting and submitting information to the website portrayed as the official site for Richard Allen's appellate process. There are some concerns about the motivations, ethics, and potential risks posed by the site and those who are behind it. And let me read to you for what I wrote up here, and then we'll go a little further. A viral marketing campaign. It appears as though this website was created to function as a vehicle for a viral marketing campaign and a funneling pathway for potential future fundraising efforts. The focus on highly desired media and exhibits from a high-profile criminal trial as the centerpiece of this website seems to be a key aspect of the strategy behind creating it as an avenue of information collection. Also of concern is the focus on future fundraising efforts when there are still questions about the integrity of past fundraising efforts. All of this seems very well thought out, including the operator's international legal jurisdiction, server location, security protocols, and information collection systems. Unverified evidence and inaccurate information puts the appeal at risk. The majority of trial attendees who were in the courtroom when the video evidence was displayed assert that what was shown in court was likely not what was released on the website and alleged to be, quote unquote, an exhibit from trial. This, combined with the many varying stories about the video's release and how this particular video was obtained, whether legally or illegally, including the specific source and chain of custody, present difficulties in trusting and understanding the potential validity of future releases of evidence on this website. Remember, there were many stories about the ownership of the website, the IP addresses of the website, the operators of the website, the posters of the information on the website, the provenance of the video that was posted on the website, and the go ahead or okay with Andy Baldwin in terms of the posting of this information on the website. This all calls into question the motivations and trustworthiness of any future endeavors of the above mentioned parties, as waiting 2 months to even begin to provide clarity when asked simple questions raises serious concerns about potential future conflicts arising should similar circumstances occur. Collection of info and hacking risk. It's very important to note that the website made a very deliberate effort to funnel visitors into an email collection pathway as visitors engaged in information consumption. There was also the open solicitation of tips and whistleblowers, although there is no direct connection to either Richard Allen's attorneys, law enforcement, or current investigators. In the case that pertinent information was submitted, there is the grave risk that information might be handled in a way that compromises or puts at risk any future use of this vital information or witnesses. There are no vetted security measures in place for those who might be sending in email addresses, tips, or whistleblower information. It's also interesting to note that the group of individuals behind this website is the very same group that attempted to gain legal control of the post-conviction investigation, as they themselves stated, for the sole purpose of obtaining discovery materials. Cyberstalking and harassment. Some individuals associated with this website have engaged in a 2 months long to be exact, campaign of cyberstalking and harassment, both on the open internet and behind the scenes in the Delphi community. There is a possibility that anyone submitting their personal information to this website might become targeted by those who could make use of that personal information to stalk, target, or harass anyone with whom they might have any future issues. Inaccurate information is posted and limited engagement with the family and attorneys for Richard Allen. In the ambition to vigorously advocate for Mr. Allen, the authors of the website might unintentionally post inaccurate information or information that tends to paint Mr. Allen through rose-colored glasses, which, although admirable, might have the effect of dehumanizing him or painting him in a way that gives a less than authentic picture of the real man, which could have the opposite of the desired effect. At this time, it is apparent that the creators behind this website have limited to no contact with the family, zero, or with the current attorneys of Richard Allen. This becomes a problem because limited engagement with the family and attorneys means that the website might be used in a way that conflicts with the goals and objectives of the current legal team or of Mrs. Allen, potentially putting his legal case at risk. Okay? Final thoughts. In high-stakes legal cases, transparency, accuracy, and alignment with official legal channels are not optional. They are essential. The Rick Allen website, while outwardly supportive and somewhat informative, presents a complex web of potential ethical violations, security risks, and conflicts of interest. For those who genuinely wish to support Richard Allen, the most reasonable course is to share informative content regarding his wrongful conviction and to avoid sharing information with any unofficial platforms that may compromise the very cause they claim to champion. Then I say or. Now, in full disclosure, I'd like to let you know that what I've done here is I submitted what I've just read to you, which was my own writing, to ChatGPT. Okay? So basically, I fed what I just read to you to ChatGPT and asked it to rephrase the above writing in its own words. And so what I'll read to you is another way of saying what was just said. Okay? So this is ChatGPT's rendition of the above or the aforementioned paragraphs. Why the Rick Allen website deserves scrutiny and caution. The website centered around Richard Allen and his legal case has drawn significant attention. While ostensibly created to inform and advocate, deeper analysis reveals troubling issues that raise serious concerns about the motivations, ethics, and potential risks posed by the site and those behind it. A. Viral marketing masquerading as advocacy. This website appears to be less about justice and more about virality and influence building. Its structure and content suggest a calculated strategy to exploit public interest in high-profile criminal proceedings. The strategic use of highly desired media exhibits, combined with carefully chosen hosting locations in legal jurisdictions, hints at an operation designed not only for mass consumption, but also for data collection and possibly future fundraising efforts. Many are raising concerns about the website's apparent focus on future fundraising. especially given that past donors have yet to receive any answers about previously collected funds, which seem to lack proper accounting. Unresolved questions persist about how much has been spent, what services were paid for, and why no public financial breakdown or update on the status of any remaining funds has been shared. Why is this even a mystery? Unverified evidence jeopardizes the legal process. The integrity of legal appeals depends on the careful and lawful handling of evidence. Multiple courtroom observers contend that the video purportedly displayed on the site does not match what was presented during trial proceedings. Questions about the video's origin, legality of its acquisition, and its chain of custody amplify concerns. Further muddying the waters are conflicting narratives about the original defense team's involvement or lack thereof in its release. These discrepancies cast serious doubt on the reliability of the site's content and potentially endanger the appeals process. Security vulnerabilities and data collection concerns. The site aggressively seeks to capture email addresses and has formally solicited whistleblower tips, yet lacks any evident connection to Richard Allen's legal counsel or investigative authorities. This opens the door to serious privacy and security concerns. Without credible safeguards, submitted information, some of which could be legally or personally sensitive, may be mishandled, lost, or misused. Even more troubling, the group behind the site previously sought legal authority over aspects of the post-conviction investigation, ostensibly to gain access to confidential discovery materials. Allegations of cyber harassment and cyberstalking. Reports have emerged that individuals associated with this website have participated in sustained online harassment and cyberstalking campaigns against those they suspect to be critics of their quote unquote advocacy strategies. This behavior raises serious ethical and legal red flags, especially in the context of collecting personal information from well meaning site visitors. Anyone who interacts with the site may inadvertently expose themselves to future harassment or misuse of their data. Lack of coordination with legal and family stakeholders. Despite claiming to advocate for Richard Allen, the site's creators appear to have little to no communication with his legal team or family members. This lack of coordination risks undermining the defense strategy and could result in the dissemination of misleading or counterproductive narratives. While the intent may be to humanize or support Mr. Allen, the use of inaccurate portrayals or unverified claims may do more harm than good. Final thoughts. In high stakes legal cases, transparency, accuracy, and alignment with official legal channels are not optional, they are essential. The Rick Allen website, while outwardly supportive, presents a complex web of potential ethical violations, security risks, conflicts of interest, and legal jeopardy. For those who genuinely wish to support Richard Allen, the most responsive course or responsible course is to work directly with his legal team and to avoid unofficial platforms that may compromise the very cause they claim to champion. Okay? And I added here, please see a viewer's email pinned in the comments below. And I'd like to share that with you now. Let's take a look. Okay. And I say here, email from a viewer. This viewer's from Indiana, and wanted to anonymously share the following thoughts with me. Normally in Indiana, if a lawyer works for the opposing party, in this case the state, neither she or her law firm organization can take a client from the opposing side without the client formally waiving the conflict of interest in court. Of course, the court and the judge are the state too. It isn't just the prosecutor. The state is all three branches of government. Allen has 3+ cases now, and where the state and even the court judge is his opposing party in at least one. Maybe the state, i.e., public defender, didn't perceive a conflict prior to Michael's apparent rejection by Kathy. But now we have a potential problem conflict there too. This is a mess. And if there's something nefarious going on with Kara and or Michael, where they perceive their primary master as the state and or primary responsibility to protect the image of the court over and above the interest of their potential client, well, this doesn't end well because everyone will question their motives regardless. So the conflict is obviously not going away. Michael is out there in various channels begging everyone to send him their inside information, new witnesses and leads. Maybe Michael can do that as a regular citizen. But he's not just a mere outsider looking in. He's the goddamn board secretary of the lead attorney for Richard Allen, and he has apparently been rejected and yet still plows forward as though he is now a private investigator instead of a lawyer. Why? WTF? It further begs the question, who is his master? And apparently it's an insult and outrageous to question his real motives now. The issue is not so much about agencies. It's more about separation of powers, both in terms of separate branches of government, but also the separation between levels of government, federal, state, and local. Remember how hard it was to get the feds to even testify in the state's case? Couldn't even get them to show up. And then you have people like Greg Ferenczi, who are employed by seemingly all levels of government and carrying multiple badges, local, state, federal. FYI, local police in Indiana now have statewide police powers. The goal of normal tyrannical government generally is to eliminate these glorious constitutional safeguards known as separation of powers. And the roles of lawyers help them to do that even more. Indiana Constitution, Article 3, Distribution of Powers. Section 1, the powers of the government are divided into 3 separate departments: the legislative, the executive, including the administrative, and the judicial. And no person charged with official duties under one of these departments shall exercise any functions of another, except as in this Constitution expressly provided. And then there's a link to the Indiana Constitution. The biggest problem for me is that lawyers are all officers of the court, and the sheriff is also an officer of the court. The sheriff's core function historically originated with his court function in Indiana. The state judicial branch in Indiana consists of all county, township, and city courts, and are actually state courts, whose judges answer directly and are supervised directly by the Indiana Supreme Court. In my interpretation, all lawyers and the sheriffs and township constables are first and foremost serving the court, aka the state judicial branch. Every other role serving clients, etc., is thus secondary for them. For example, Nick is a lawyer, officer of the state judicial branch, who doubles as the prosecutor, representing the state executive branch while being paid by the county government, merely a subdivision of the state and not truly independent of the state. Now imagine for a moment how evolving individual constitutional rights play into this, specifically the right to be represented by a lawyer. With the coming of the 14th Amendment and evolving case law, corporations and corporate entities essentially became people with, quote, individual constitutional rights, close quotation. When the state and their local government bureaucracies create various agencies, boards, commissions, councils, etc., many times they do so by literally incorporating said agencies as public corporations. Regardless, they always claim the right to some sort of corporate counsel and frequently devolve into executive session to conspire and connive with said corporate counsel in private. This has literally turned our federal and state constitutions on their heads. How, you ask? The government will always fund their lawyers, and those government lawyers will contract with high-powered private law firms to promote the government's interests, all paid for by your tax dollars. It is their individual constitutional right now because they have been incorporated. Meanwhile, you are left fighting their qualified immunity, aka King's immunity, after you and I bankrupt ourselves trying to come up with the huge retainer money required to hire a local independent attorney. Unfortunately, this problem is completely systemic throughout the USA now. Lawyers love to work for the state and receive state appointments. But who are they really serving? And yet, most common people think the state courts are holy and somehow mysteriously great. They want to believe in this state divinity, just like how people follow the white and black smoke signals coming out of the global cesspool based in Rome. In fact, this is all much more like managing a pig farm, with the smell of the pig farm having the better of reputations. Dual office holding is a felony in Indiana. But if you're a lawyer, it is perfectly legal to represent the shared and competing interests of multiple branches of government. Again, dual office holding is a felony in Indiana. But if you're a lawyer, it's perfectly legal to represent the shared and competing interest of multiple branches of government and multiple levels of government in an effort to defeat the constitutional separations of powers at all levels of government, local, state, and federal concurrently. Think about that. Kathy and Rick should think about that as well. All right. The author was alluding to several office holders in Indiana who I'd like to educate you on now. Michael Osbrook, board secretary for the Indiana Public Defender Council. Okay. Michael Osbrook teaches a federal habeas litigation clinic at the School of Law in Bloomington. He is also the faculty advisor for the Incarcerated Individuals Legal Assistant Project, a student organization that answers letters from Indiana prisoners with various questions. He has been contract counsel for the Indiana Public Defender and the Appellate Division of the Marion County Public Defender Agency. He started his career as a law clerk to the Honorable Frank Sullivan Jr., Associate Justice of the Indiana Supreme Court, and thereafter as a Deputy Attorney General in the Appeals Division of the Office of the Indiana Attorney General. Carol Weinecke, board member, the Disciplinary Commission of the Indiana Supreme Court. The Disciplinary Commission is a board of citizens appointed to the Indiana Supreme Court. It consists of 7 lawyers and 2 non-lawyers and employs staff and staff to investigate and prosecute cases. The disciplinary commission reviews complaints made against all Indiana attorneys. All lawyers must abide by the rules of professional conduct, which are ethical standards for the practice of law. The disciplinary commission enforces these rules, and Kara Weinecke serves as a member of the disciplinary commission of the Indiana Supreme Court. Her husband, Joel Weinecke, serves as staff attorney, the Indiana Public Defender Council. Joel C. Weinecke lives in Morgan County with his wife, Kara, and 2 children. He is a former law clerk for the Honorable Judge Patricia A. Riley, and also had the pleasure of clerking one summer during law school for the Honorable Judge John G. Baker. He has served as a contract public defender with Putnam Circuit Court and used to accept appointments through the State Public Defender's Office for trial, direct appeal, and post-conviction cases. He has served 2 terms as a board member of the Indiana Public Defender Council. Currently, he is serving as the post-disposition unit coordinator for the Indiana Public Defender Council's Juvenile Defense Project. When he is not practicing law, you can usually find him hanging with his boys or wandering a forest. Amy Carozos, Public Defender of Indiana. The State Public Defender's Office operates with a staff of full-time dedicated deputy public defenders and support staff. Lead, Amy Carozos, Public Defender of Indiana. Okay. These above mentioned individuals, again, we'll go through them. Michael Osbrook, Secretary, Indiana Public Defender Council. Kara S. Weinecke, Board Member, Disciplinary Commission of the Indiana Supreme Court. Joe Weinecke, Staff Attorney, Indiana Public Defender Council. And Amy Carozos, Lead Public Defender of Indiana. I'd like to read for you another email from a different viewer. Okay. Money for the defense is pennies. $400 an hour is nothing. But the point about the revolving conveyor belt of poor people in the cycle of drugs, abuse, violence, broken homes, while cops, lawyers, wardens, counselors, rehab homes churn our money, busting small timers, never making a dent in the problem, yet look away while the hog hauler in the interstate has 10,000 kilos. Local governments are controlled, infiltrated. I don't see a solution. The Atlantic has an article right now about the cartels are influencers now. They run chats, comments, fact. Once again, for the people in the back. Once again, for the people in the back. Once again, for the slow people in the back, the reality deniers. The cartels are influencers now. They run chats and comments. Fact. Regardless of his purity, highly compensated state employees should be nowhere near the plaintiff in a potentially mega $1-million lawsuit against the state of Indiana. End of discussion. And deadlines? Sure. Okay, it's best practice to comply, but there is no statute of limitations on civil rights violations. 2A, we the people have the right and duty to protect our own rights, but also to protect same for our fellow Americans. That's a right and duty to our friends and neighbors and compatriots. That ends where their agency begins. End of discussion. That's some effing bullshit if I ever heard it. And that is in fact what state employee was up to. Then both Bloomington and the state bar may need some grassroots contacting. Check yourself, state employee. 3, highly compensated and well-connected state employee states the video is A, directly from the phone, but B, still could be fabricated. Let's talk about that again. Let's talk about the video that is alleged to be from the Celebrite extraction of Liberty German's cell phone uh, and published on this website that highly compensated and well connected state employee states that the video is A, directly from the phone extraction, but B, still could be fabricated. First, how does he know it's from the phone? My only real complaint of defense is they appear to have allowed all of the digital evidence to be self authenticated. He doesn't know it's original extracted unless an independent expert verified everything, probably even doing their own extraction. No one knows. He knows that's what Unified Cabal says it is. Imagine Reed's lawyers, Jackson or Elise, not challenging the phone data. 3B, state employee acknowledges the video could still be manipulated. What the fuck? All they had to do is, upon release, label that video, quote, "This video is alleged to be what the state of Indiana describes as the original video from LE phone extraction 215. While we believe the source is reliable, it is impossible for us to verify if it is the unmodified original from the phone. We release it transparently because we don't want to gatekeep what we believe to be the state described original, quote unquote. We can only hope well-connected state employee is a better writer than orator and less of an asshole." 5, I understand state employee's point about subpoena power in post-conviction relief and his worry about forensic evidence, but too late. Guaranteed it's gone. Contaminated. Holman's cheeseburger hands have been through it. It's been 8 years. This frame job was planned. The only hiccup was they thought Rick was weak and would get a plea. They thought they would get a plea. That photo of the girls in the car is a taunt. It's fake. Or that photo of the girls in the car is a taunt if fake. It's unimaginably worse if it's real. Let me read that again because I screwed it up. I'll read all of number 5 again because this is very important. This viewer here is extremely well tuned in, ladies and gentlemen. I'll let you screenshot in a moment. Again, number 5, I understand state employee's point about subpoena power and post-conviction relief and his worry about forensic evidence, but too late. Guaranteed it's gone, contaminated. Holman's cheeseburger hands have been through it. It's been 8 years. This frame job was planned. The only hiccup was they thought Rick was weak and they would get a plea. That photo of the girls in the car is a taunt if fake. It's unimaginably worse if it's real. Okay? And I'd like to read one final letter from our viewers because we get good letters from our viewers all the time. Actually, I got about 5 more that I have not displayed to you. And I think people need to start understanding that I'm about to start giving voice to our viewers who send me these highly pertinent emails all the time. Here's another one from a viewer and a donor, highlighting for me the timestamp of a particular video. And this viewer says, and this donor says, "The contract may be the element of truth was in what Luke said. The video was a test run, but it was supposed to be behind a firewall and something went wrong. So they proposed a standard contract. Remember, Kara never believed that appeal and discovery should happen concurrently. Why all of a sudden a change of mind? Listen, I don't mind the reason. I don't mind the concurrent versus consecutive cases. The fact is that, once again, like you were saying, Prof, I'll take your money while I call you stupid in the chat. Thank you, Michael Osbrook, as you insulted this PhD in education. Or I make fun of your hillbilly accent, right, T? Or we pretend not to cuss. My IQ isn't smart enough to know more than 5 words, Amy. Or only Sleuthie knows what a database is. Listen, I forked over thousands of dollars. And you guys are grifters, and I'm done. Not one word I'm saying is meant towards you, Prof, or I'd say it somewhere else. You go after them because guess what? You are onto something. CJ was a plant. They are all right. I'm the dumb one. I could have my redacted back. I sold that to pay them their defense experts. I bet I bought T that apple she curses on now because I'm sure not the one with the limited vocabulary. At least, Prof, your words have 5 syllables, adjectives in front of them and behind them. I'm done. And please don't ever get rid of Heather Brown. She's a jewel. And leave this up for a while and then delete it because with this bunch's reputation, they'd probably serve search warrants on themselves and play their own victims. It's sad. And there you have it from a mega donor to the previous fundraiser, which there's still questions about. Now, why did I call this show Prof's Friday Night Fights, Round 5? Well, I'll tell you shortly. You see, I think people forget. They forget that sometimes people show mercy. Actually, I'd like you all to note something. I'd like you all to note that tonight is Friday. It's been exactly 1 week since I've said the name of any of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going there. We're going there. We're going to talk. We're going to do some real talk now. This was a little experiment. This was a test. This was a test. This was a test to see what would happen if I didn't say a single one of their names for a week. Well, you should already know. You should already know because it's very interesting that even though I make an intentional effort not to say a single name, not to imply a certain piece of wrongdoing, not to respond to a single assault. It's funny. Matter of fact, there are people whose names I haven't said for 6 months who go on every single day about me. But you know, this is how it is. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. It's unreasonable. We are reasonable folks dealing with unreasonable individuals. Okay? And so we're going to take a little tour. We're going to take a little tour down these insane Delphi streets. And I'm going to show you what happens when you don't say people's names for an entire week. But, you know, it is what it is. I'd like you to also notice that just in case you thought I was the only one having issues here, I'd like you to be aware that I'm not the only one having issues. Anyway, I'll save it for later. Now, I admit, although I didn't say any names, I did do a little copyright striking. Okay. I did do a little copyright striking for stealing my content okay, because they like to steal your content and clip you saying the tiniest. Here, let me bring a Rick Snake quote in. Context is king. So what they love to do is they love to clip a little snippet out of context and steal that little snippet and to go run elsewhere with it to try to make you look like a bad person. So for that reason, yes, I will copyright strike that every single time. um, hey, thank you, Rebecca Ann. Thank you. Thank you, Prof and chat buddies. Thank you, Rebecca Ann. All right, so I think I lost train of thought here. So I'd like to show you something. But hello, Dark Arts, and hello, Cosmo and Aaron Town, and also Rebecca Ann. Thank you. What's up, Charles? Charles Godwin, y'all is here. What's up, Charles? What's up? Diana's back out the shower. What's up? Say What is here. Appreciate you all for coming in here. Okay. All right. Dieter, hey, everybody. Appreciate you being here, but let me continue, okay? When you come from a place of being rational, it's impossible to communicate with the irrational. Prof. True, true. Very true. What's up, Charles? What's up? Good to see you. All right. So here. So as I mentioned, without me saying a single name, not only did you repost the copyrighted content, but you did so in a way that that you thought you could get around the copyright because you're inserting gaslighting in between the statements. But that's okay. Fair. Okay, fair. Okay. But just, start counting maybe. Maybe you should count. Here's a challenge. Challenge for the chat. Challenge for the chat. Let's do some counting. Okay, this is one. Oh, two. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm a little distracted. Got a little emergency coming in. All right. Richard Allen's wife was led to believe this man could help her, along with Erica Morris and Christine Calderon. What? So right here, what you're missing here, this media has been disabled by a report from the copyright owner, this guy. Okay. So there's a clip of this guy, but it says Richard Allen's wife was led to believe this man could help her husband, along with Erica Morris and Christine Calderon. No, it's not true. Who would have led anyone's wife to believe I could help them? Besides, I've said it every time, and I've said it so many times. You know what I am? A commentator. I'm a commentator. What do? I sit on YouTube and give commentary at the social sphere, gaslighting and trolling around the Delphi murders and other true crime cases. So since when does a mere commentator in the true crime verse suddenly become a legal advisor to the wife of a victim or an accused? Just someone make me explain that. Someone make me understand that. But no one led Richard Allen's wife to believe anything about the Prof. Trust me. Neither did they lead anyone to believe anything about any other individual like Erica Morris or Christine Calderon. Okay. And by the way, this clip that you stole from me, in which you're quoting, here, I have all the confidence in the world that Richard Allen was there with a weapon. I also believe he took the girls at gunpoint. What you're quoting here was stolen from a 2-year-old live stream. Don't forget that, because I think you wanted to misrepresent that as if it was pertinent, relevant information. But anyone with common sense would probably understand that that information was taken from a 2-year-old live stream. You don't believe me? Let me show you that, actually. Maybe I should refresh our viewers' memories. Let's see. We have all the time in the world. There's no rush. Okay, you guys ready? You guys ready? I'm gonna do a little something. Hold on. I gotta swap that out with this. What's the date there? Come on, y'all. What's the date? May 14th, 2023. May 14th, 2023. Okay. So a clip from May 14th, 2023. That's how many years ago? 2 years and a week. All right. What do we have here? Oh, this is called brigading. Okay, this is called brigading. Um, no, not most people. Let's be clear here. Everybody thought Richard Allen was guilty in the beginning. And if anyone who says they didn't think so, I'll call them a liar to their face. Everybody thought Richard Allen was guilty in the beginning. Why? Because he was arrested suddenly for the Delphi murders, right? So everybody thought he was guilty until they read the PCA, or probable cause affidavit. Okay. All right, so what do we have here? We have brigading. You do realize that it is improper. It is against YouTube policies to order or request that all of your viewers go and flag somebody's, report somebody's, strike somebody's channel, right? Do you realize that I cannot sit here? Let's be clear here. I cannot tell everyone to go strike your channel, right? I can't do that. This is why you've never seen me done it. You've never seen me do it. Okay? Have you ever seen me say, hey, everybody, go strike this troll's channel? Hey, everybody, go report this post. I promise you've never seen me do it. You haven't seen me do it even one time, because I very well know that you cannot request your entire viewership, your entire audience to go do anything like that. I can't say this. Hey, everybody, go to his channel, call him a retard. You can't even do that. I mean, okay, let's continue. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see what else I can do this next one. The prof duplicates all his content to a backup channel. He gloats its protection from violation strikes. No, I don't. No, I don't. I have 2 channels because I put all my backed up material on the backup channel. And one day when I stop doing true crime on this channel, on the main channel, I'm going to continue doing true crime on the backup channel, which is this one. You see, guys, you see this channel, the Prof True Crime? That's my true crime channel. Okay? This channel that I'm sitting on here now is my main channel. Who knows what I may be interested in a year or two? So in a year or two, whatever I'm interested in will be the content on this channel. And true crime will be the content of that channel. You see how it goes? Oh, what do we have here? Oh, we have someone whose vehicle was witnessed out there in Delphi that day. Yeah. I want It's a wannabe big man with the little man syndrome. Both his channels need shut down, and everyone needs to report him daily until he's gone. For his, we don't care about you, Profi Poo. Go the hell away and shut the fuck up already. No one cares about you and your lies, loser. Why would you be trying to mass silence someone telling the truth about Delphi? Why would a local be trying to mass report? Look, everyone needs to report him daily. It's the same as this, isn't it? Isn't it? Same as this. You go strike the prof, go report the prof, go report the prof daily, every day. This is going to be great. Can't wait to see this. And y'all lay the smackdown on both of them. They both need shut down. Again, that phrase, need shut down. Because they're clearly not in this for the right reason. And only clicks and money, very sad, not about true justice at the time. For them to go for good, it's time. Oh, really? Oh, let me see. What is my job here? My job here is commenting on the social media aspects of the crimes that I'm interested in. That's my job. And if I am compensated for it by my viewers and by the ad revenue that I generate for YouTube, remember, YouTube takes at least 30% of all revenue that comes through. Okay, Google takes 30% of all revenue that comes through this platform. So I think I'm entitled to 60% of the revenue that flows through this platform as a result of my engagement with it. Okay. Now, let's continue. Pay attention to the names while you're on this ride, too. We're on a long ride. Okay, we're going to be on a long ride. Remember, I didn't say shit this entire time. A week of silence. All right. All right. What's next? Oh, another bad faith one. Let me let Adrian comment on this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'd like to draw your attention to something. I drew a red arrow. You see this red arrow? Do you see what the red arrow points to? All right, y'all want to see this? I got something for you. This will be fun. I'll do another screen share. No one's commenting here, but notice the video. Okay, notice it's pointing to a word called cameo. Okay, it's pointing to a word called cameo. Check this out. Cameo.com is an online platform where fans can request personalized video messages from celebrities, influencers, and other public figures. It allows users to send gifts or special messages to loved ones, or even create content for viral marketing. The AI overview is very smart, isn't it? Cameo also offers live calls with stars and other products. Okay? So it allows users to create content for viral marketing, meaning you pay for it and they do it. Okay, so what is this after all? Well, someone screwed. Yes, that's Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator. And he says something about the prof and doxes me. Oh, okay. So I guess this means that I guess this means that Chris Hansen is on to me and that he's going to officially investigate me, and I'm going to be in big trouble with Chris Hansen because someone, Karen White, paid him to do a cameo video 2 years ago. So this is an old rehash Troll Farm 1.0 hit piece that was paid for. By the way, someone died as a result of his doing. Have you ever looked into the Chris Hansen controversy and why he ever got removed from the show To Catch a Predator? Right? And like I said, I think we might have stopped counting. We might have stopped counting. That's okay. I'll help you count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. How many deep are we now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, number 7. Number 7. Pointy pointy. Number 8. Oh yeah. This thing. A week ago. Oh, this thing. Today, let's see. Let me get it closer. Today, a certain creator spent the day calling and emailing people I know, colleagues, friends, even distant contacts, trying to dig up dirt. He's been on a 2-month crusade of blame, rage, and conspiracy. You mean I called a couple people in my phone who I've spoken to for 2 years? And I said, what's the problem here on Twitter? What? Yeah. Well, maybe you should tell dumbass to stop the harassment. That would be an interesting choice. Has he gone far enough to press charges? He's acting like a deranged stalker, and it's concerning. I know you can take care of yourself in the UK, but this is over the line. Apparently, you're in danger. He has. He totally has. He has crossed the line. He has gone far enough to press charges. It's being handled by an attorney in Denver. Attorneys don't press charges, dumbass. Prosecutors and law enforcement take care of that. And the police. Inciting hackers is a federal crime and a Colorado one. Colorado has good stalking laws also. Oh, really? Question, is this inciting hackers? Hackers, anybody who's a good hacker, email me. Email me now. Email me again. Email me. I said it again. Today is May 23rd. Good hackers, email me. Is that called incitement? I think we have our terms mixed up. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Can someone tell me which creator? Sorry, nosy. Which is called baiting. Okay, so obviously Blue Otter 777 knows who's being referenced, but Blue Otter 777 comes in under an alt account, right? It's an alt account trying to get this person to name yours truly. Oh, and then $60,000 is a lot to him. He had to cause this situation to raise his income. I doubt he will calm down since he has had more viewers in the last month or so. No, I haven't. My views have fallen by 100 each. I've only got 235 right at this moment. Normally I would have 350. So yeah, I've lost 100 viewers because of your all bullshit that I'm having to do with drama rather than case direct information. But the fact is, you should not know anything about my income. If I had not been financially doxxed by this creator, Luke, okay, I've been financially, I've been legally, and I've also been business doxxed, and I've been location doxxed. I've been completely doxxed by this individual, by the way, which is why you know my income. But of course, this person does nothing wrong, and I'm the cyber stalker. Okay. Oh, and look, Little Miss Innocent. Little Miss Innocent. Is it true he's a big bird guy? That's why we call him Big Bird. I don't brag about something I do every day. I've said 17 generations of robins. I wonder what my name is. Ooh. Hmm. Chris Hansen has some choice words for our least favorite YouTuber. No, Chris Hansen doesn't. The purchaser of the Cameo video sent a script. Let's be honest here. This is how this works, okay? A script. Okay, let's get back to reality. Okay. Cameo is an online platform where fans can request personalized video messages or create content for viral marketing. And what you do is you send in a script to this guy and he reads the script for you on a personalized video for 500 bucks. All right. Oh, here's some more richness. This should get rich. This should get rich here. He effing sits on live for 4 hours discussing a case with 300 people. Well, usually, until all of this drama reduced my viewership, typically, yes. And that's fucking work. Yes, it is, because it's been over 1,000 hours for Richard Allen, which none of you acknowledge. How? Prof is earning his income off the back of Rick Allen by sitting there doing what we all do. Oh, do you sit down and give informative presentations for 3 to 4 hours at a time, 3 days a week? Or do you shit post on Twitter 95,000 times in the course of a year? The personality disorder here is frightening. And then here are another sheep, or what I call a dingleberry. A dingleberry comes along and says he's not discussing anything because it's all one-sided. There's no real discussion. He tells people what to believe, and if they don't believe it, then they're idiots, bad people. And if you fight even a little, you're cut off and possibly harassed. No, that's Gray Hughes. You got me confused with Gray Hughes, Tatiana. Let's reality check. Oh my God, you can't make it up with these people. All right. Hey, at least we can laugh at them. All right, let's see. I possibly have missed some important fucking comments here. All right, let's see what we're doing here. All right. I think I'm losing track of all my chat. Jeez. All right. Let me catch up with the chat and get the hell out of here with this. Okay. Can't make this up. All right. Next up. Oh, another harasser. Oh, guys, Prof has deleted old videos as a favor to us so he can remind us all of all the important hard work he's done for Baldwin, Rozzi, and Richard Allen. Thank you so much in advance for posting brand new condensed versions of your old shit. You're welcome, young lady. I'm glad I can do the. I'm glad I can incite all of this emotion in you and passion. I mean, you guys getting a little scintillated, a little titillated, a little blood flow. Am I causing some vibrations in the private parts or something? You guys are acting mighty. You guys are acting mighty flustered. Or you blush, or you got the redness in the chest? Are you breaking out in hives and shit? Well, I think some people are having hormonal fluctuations. Okay. All right. Anyway, and look down here. A Becky Patty lover and troll OG troll Christine Barrow, i.e. Frecklejoy, i.e. Streets of Bakersfield. Over 250 videos erased over the weekend by our favorite creator. No, let me tell you, I didn't erase shit. I went and I took the Delphi, Let's Talk Delphi series down because a lot of my longtime viewers might remember that my show used to be called Let's Talk Delphi. Let's Talk Delphi, first of all, had a terrible microphone situation because I did not have this wonderful Julie Melvin microphone. Okay, thank you, Julie. Before Julie gifted me the nice mic, I had a shitty microphone, and so my Let's Talk Delphi live stream was pretty bad sounding, and also I was smoking at the time. Remember, I was a smoker. I was smoking the cigars obsessively or compulsively or uh, whatever the fucking term is. With a chain smoker. Okay, I was chain smoking the $15 or $35 cigars, depending on which day and month or whatever. But I took those 100 live streams down because they were not that good. They were my first 100 live streams, and they were with a bad microphone, and they were called Let's Talk Delphi. So I said, you know what? Since they're going back and finding 2-year-old content to try to clip, and that content isn't even relevant anymore, I'll just remove all that old content because there's much more important shit to watch, which is the last 50 shows I've done, okay, or the last 100. The more recent content is much more important. All right, so let me continue. All right, what's next? As you see, I mean, this is, let's count them again. I've lost count again. Let's go back. Okay, we're on this one, so let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go, 14. 14. Okay, 14. All right. But, you know, like I said, they're not deleted. They're just privated. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. The Prof and Christine begging everyone tonight to stop being angry. Oh yeah, that was. Hey, Christine, remember when did you come on? Wasn't that like a few days ago? Let's see. I haven't done any shows this week, basically. So maybe Christine came on 4 or 5 days ago. Christine came around. So I did a show 4 or 5 days ago, and Christine came on for half the show. And it was a real nice talk with Christine. And we basically said how this shit is all stupid. None of this should be happening. But this is a response from another lunatic. The Prof and Christine begging everyone tonight to stop being angry after he spent the last 2 months doing 4 Hour Live after 4 Hour Live about all the liars. Yes, Angela, Sleuthy, Luke, Michael, and Kara. Anyone who sits there and cosigns his bullshit as if he's conducting himself as some saint. Hey, I have done a very good job. I actually have. First of all, I called out all you liars. I demanded accountability. I mean, to no avail, though, because apparently you guys don't understand the term accountability and transparency and honesty, because not one of you has stepped forward and told the God's honest truth about the leak of the video on the website, the attempt to coerce Kathy Allen into signing a contract for post-conviction investigation, and the missing money that people are asking questions about, including several multi-thousand-dollar donors. None of you have told the truth about any of that, but you've consistently posted hundreds of angry or mean tweets a week. You act like Trump is a mean tweeter. You guys are 10 times the mean tweeter that Trump is. Let's be honest here. All right. Is as sick as he is. He ripped the due process side apart on a rampage. Is that what I did by telling? Okay, so let's talk here. Let's talk here. Just to be clear on what you're saying. So telling the truth about the bad actions of the quote unquote due process gang. That's called ripping apart the due process side. No, the due process side is right here in my live chat. There's 231 watching, and at least 10% of them are here in the live chat. This is the due process side. So I didn't rip anything apart. I ripped off the scabs that were covering the infection that was the bullshit that you all are a part of, and the lies, the gaslighting, the gang stalking, and the distracting of the defense with bullshit, which is the reason they failed Richard Allen in the first place. But I guess you don't want to know about that. Brigaded other creators in honor of Abby and Libby. Didn't brigade anyone. You just saw who was brigading. Truth Seeker and Curious Luke have done the brigading. I have not brigaded anyone. And anyone who is alleging that I brigaded, show the proof. Where have I brigaded? Calling people retards, incels, and FAGGOTS. Yes. In honor of Abby and Libby? No, that's not in honor of Abby and Libby. That's in response to your narcissistic crazy making, bullshitting, lying, and gaslighting in honor of Abby and Libby. Okay. Let's continue. He has lied about being gang stalked. No, I'm showing you now. Trust me. We're going to count. We're going to count these. Because this alone, let's back up a bit. How many is this? Well, this right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's just in 3 slides. 12 and 3. You see? Let me find where I was. He has lied about being gang stalked? Really? Really? I think I'm showing it. And this is only the past week. Remember, there's 2 months of this shit. We asked questions, something he says he encourages. I do encourage questions. But I will have one of his 70 mods, but he'll have one of his 70 mods boot you out for questions. No, for gaslighting. My mods boot for gaslighting and lying. Okay. He only wants you to talk about what he wants. Yes, the truth about Delphi. That's our objective here. He's a grade A narcissist gaslighter. Says you, the projector, he's deleted a lot of those lives. No, I've made private the lives that are pretty irrelevant because they were the first 100 lives. I'd rather have you watch the most recent 100 lives. Okay. So what happens if we all leave Delphi because Prof says Kathy doesn't want our help? I never said that. I said Kathy doesn't like Michael Osbrook. Okay. When I said you, I was talking to Michael Osbrook. Okay. I was trying to be nice and not call names. But since you bring it up, I never said Kathy doesn't want your help. I said Kathy doesn't like Michael Osbrook. And I also said that if this is what you call hell, sabotaging an investigation and pulling the rug out from under the appellate team, yeah, she doesn't want that either. I'm pretty positive. What else we got here? No one spends countless hours sifting through the documents and exhibits looking for discrepancies. Why not? People take down their websites. Why? No one talks about it. Why? Oh, let me ask you this. No one talks about the case anymore. Well, why don't you? It seems like you all could be doing some talking about the case rather than 35 gang stalking ass tweets about the prof. No one spends countless hours sifting through the documents. Why not? Do you choose not to look at the documents and do you choose not to talk about the case? Do you choose not to talk about the exhibits? Why is that the fault of someone who's whistleblowing on the bullshit on the defense side? I'm just curious. In other words, how do you blame me for the entire defense side not doing anything relevant anymore? Except mean tweeting about the prof. The state and the perps win and Rick rots away in prison for 130 years. Is that what you want, Prof? Sure, yeah. Who's the real uniparty troll 2.0? You are, woman doing. That sounds like you, projector. One live was had at your expense. Yes. And 500 tweets. Be honest. I got them all. Okay. This isn't about you. Well, maybe you should look in the mirror. This isn't about us. Yeah, I would agree. Hell, it isn't about Kathy. Yeah, I'd agree. It's about an innocent man railroaded because he went for a walk. Yes, shut the fuck up already and take your own advice and focus on what matters. You're what matters. Because you all are lying about your actions, which are important. Why is it so hard to just tell the truth about the fundraiser, the website, and the contract offer to Kathy Allen? Why is that so hard? And as I mentioned, Rick's going to rot away until the appeal process moves forward. Okay, this has nothing to do with the prof. The prof did not stop the appeal. The prof has not interfered with the appellate attorneys. The prof has not interfered with Kathy Allen, and the prof has not delayed by 1 second anything moving forward for Richard Allen. Let's be honest here. See, I'm talking about what's important to this case. Gang stalking, evidence suppression, trolling, uniparty trolling. I mean, I find it pretty odd that your figurehead is literally in discussions with Mark Cohen and the troll farm. When on earth would any of the Richard Allen is completely innocent, folks, be over behind the scenes colluding with the Richard Allen is a kid killer, folks? Just someone explain that to me. Another alarmist gaslight from Curious Luke 93X. Check it out. Nobody's ever allowed to discuss Richard Allen again in the way they want, unless the raging buffoon in Colorado approves. Thanks for getting the docs in. Threaten and pressure enough friends or just people who are in the chat or that. And I guess that's how it goes. Unacceptable. Nobody's ever allowed to discuss Richard Allen again in the way they want. Unless the raging buffoon in Colorado, by the way, approves. Question here. Why is no one allowed to discuss Richard Allen or Delphi? Seems to me that all 15 of you could literally be doing 4-hour lives every night on the actual lack of evidence and the anomalies in the case and the wrongful conviction, but you don't. You instead choose to do 18 hours of Twitter shit posting about the Prof and Adrian and Erica Morse every day. It's pretty odd. I'm not even commenting on this. I'm not even going to comment on this. By the way, for those of you keeping count, this is number 19. In case you lost count, this is number 19. Oh, sorry, this got stuffed in there. This got filed in accidentally. This was misfiled, but just in case you're wondering, okay? Just in case you're wondering, is that the see you next Tuesday word there? Bruh, Janet deserves every single millisecond of this smoke, this effing cunt. Oh, hold on. I thought that term is not approved for use according to your rules. Oh, it's pretty odd though that you would, after just days of blaming me for using the term, that you would then use the term. And are you talking about a black woman? Is that also racist? Oh, wait, is she also gay? Is it potentially, is it misogynist, anti-trans, racist, and I'm trying to figure out, like, who is this woman? What are her identities? Sorry, that one got misfiled. Okay, back to our program. Regularly scheduled programming. Okay. Slide 21. All right, here we are. Prof and Christine told their viewers that our disapproval of their endless, accurate information was actually us tone policing them. Everyone should take issue with this tone. Kathy Allen doesn't approve of lawyers having Twitters. No, she doesn't. But approves of YouTubers calling those lawyers F-slurs. No, I'm sure she doesn't. No, what I specifically said was one of the issues that I believe caused concerns with bringing people into this post-conviction investigation was the social media presence of the attorneys in question. And those attorneys are, just in case you've forgotten, they just happen to be, Michael Osbrook, who's the board secretary of the Indiana Public Defender Council, and Kara Weinecke, who's a board member of the Disciplinary Commission of the Indiana Supreme Court. I believe both of these individuals' social media presences were of concern to Mrs. Allen and the attorneys who advised her. So I don't think she cares about what YouTubers say, actually. Just lawyers. All right, let's continue. As you can see, this was on the 20th, a mere 3 days ago. All right. Moving right along. There's more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is as sick as he is, he ripped the due process side apart on a rampage and brigaded other creators in honor of Abby and Libby, calling people retards, incels, and faggots, all in honor of Abby and Libby. No, he does it because y'all come back and stroke his ego night after night. He has lied about being gang stalked. We ask questions, something he says he encouraged, but will have one of his 70 mods boot you out of chat for. He only wants you to talk about what he wants. He's a grade A narcissist gaslighter, says you. But he's deleted a lot of those lives. So what happens if we all leave Delphi because Prof says Kathy doesn't want our help? Well, that looks like a repeat of what I've already shared, but just notice the obsession. All right, so let's move on. The state and the perps win, and Rick rots away in prison for 130 years because of Prof. That sounds like what you want, Prof. Who's the real Uniparty troll 2.0? That sounds like you and you. This isn't about you. This isn't about us. I might have had some repeats in here. These look like repeats, but it's obsession. Okay. This was from 314. Again, this is from 5/19/25. 5/19/25. 5/19, just a handful of days ago. This was from 314. This is what he started. Big girls panty on. I'll give you till Monday. Fuck everyone, etc. Don't cosign a community to your confusion, Prof. You created an issue. You lashed out and launched a smear campaign. Maybe you should have had your big boy pants on if you want to mess with the big kids. Yes, mama, I knew someone had it. Effing love you, my woman. No, let's be honest here. There was no smear campaign. There was no confusion. Okay? This was a call for accountability. Remember, you dropped the most important piece of quote unquote evidence in the Delphi murders case in 8 years. You dropped it like a nuclear bomb on this community with no provenance, with no explanation, not even with a description. You dropped it on that webpage. Right? And so what did I do? I let a few days go by, and then I came up on 314 and I said, you have till Monday to stand up and take accountability for posting this fucking shit, or I'm going to tell the people who did it myself. And you know what? I held to my word. By that Monday, I did a live and I named all of you specifically. Kara Weinecke, Luke Nicholas, Angela Sadowski, Michael Osbrook, whoever else I named, Sluti Goosey. And that's a fact you all can never escape, because anyone who goes and look can verify it. And this right here is a lie, and what I'm saying is the truth. So you can't make it what you want it to be. Okay? And that is what it is. Sorry. All right, let's move on. Next one. Oh, this is funny. This is funny here. Kate O'Hare. Don't give him power he doesn't possess. In my opinion, he has zero effect on Kathy Allen. Her voice is absent in all of this, well, except through Erica Morris, which tells me she's much smarter than those who claim to speak in her name. She will speak for herself when she has something to say. She did with the false divorce claims. Her quote-unquote lawyer gave a statement directly to Murder Sheet where he complimented their integrity. No! You've actually told the truth for once. Yeah. Good job, Judge Jessica. True, Kathy's lawyer actually did give a statement to Murder Sheet via email and complimented the integrity of Erica Morse and Christine Salazar. Yes! Interesting that you can acknowledge that. There's hope for you. I don't see the need to elevate Kathy like the Gilters do the family. Well, neither do I. She's made bad decisions. According to who? According to you? How do you know that Kathy has made bad decisions? That's pretty snotty. Kathy's made bad decisions? According to who? I don't have to pretend to agree with her to advocate for finding Abby and Libby's killers. Hey, I agree with you on that too, because I'm not in this for Rick Allen. I'm in this for Abby and Libby's killers. Yeah. So, hey, Judge Jessica, call me. Hey, maybe we can work our problems out. You never know. There may be a marriage in our future. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, keep going. We keep going. Richard Allen is in jail because of a botched investigation and a railroading and a biased prosecution and judge and a compromised jury. Not Prof. Thank you, Ghost. Exactly. Facts are facts. You can't twist the truth. That's why I always say I'm in for the truth, because the truth can't be twisted. Okay. All right. What up? They already debunked it. Okay. And what's up, Charles says, my main issue is that people should be able to think what the fuck they want. Yes. Thank you. What's up, your new Zaddy? Good to see you, Mr. Sir. Appreciate you. All right. What else we got here? All right. How y'all chat? Thank you for being here. Promise I'm going to keep moving. I got to get through this, though. All right, y'all. We're getting through it. So this is another one. Oh, look, 5/22/25, just yesterday. Nice try. Ask Alex, who was using the Rudy pseudonym when Rudy pretended to be Rick Allen's friend to get a secret recording from Allen's birth brother in January 2023, which surfaced details about his brother and father's sexual past, which were then used off the record to poison the well. None of that secret recording is true. Oh my God, this is your own person debunking your bullshit, bro. I mean, dude, this is when you say shit show, this is a shit show. Oh my God, you can't make up a shit show. So just who's keeping count? Who's keeping count? I think we're at 25, 26 now. I'll have to go back. So great to hear that the Prof's associates inspired LE to make a false arrest in the Delphi case. And now Prof to sell aprons and take cash apps, buy me a coffee donations in, is conning you into thinking he has ties to Kathy Allen's inner circle. No, bitch. I do have direct ties to Kathy Allen's inner circle. Oh, let's see. Which one should I call now? Hey, Kathy Allen's friend number one. Should I call you? No, Kathy Allen's friend number two. Should I call her? No, I don't feel like talking to her today. Oh, Kathy Allen's friend number three. Should I call her? Nah, she's too mouthy. Okay, Kathy Allen's friend number four. Should I call her? No, she's always busy, but I don't want to bother her. Kathy Allen's friend number five. Should I call her? Yeah, I like her. I'll call her. Sure, guy who equates manhood to how many beers you can drink on a live stream before falling over. Sure, yeah. Oh, Just 3 days ago. Just 3 days ago. Oh, we're not done with you, Erica Morris. Oh, oh, we're not done bullying Erica Morris and trying to discredit her. PB comes in with the hit for the win. This is bullying. Can't the pair of you sort it out quietly? Oh, thanks for being reasonable, PB, because apparently no one else can on Twitter. Here's another clip, by the way. Another clip. Another clip out of context, by the way, because what they did, they clipped Erica saying that she's here because of the prof, right? But what they left out is her explaining what she meant by that. Because, you know, the clips for the win, right, trolls? I mean, you guys are going to eventually learn that these people who claim to be advocates for Richard Allen are nothing more than trolls. They do troll farm tactics, 100%. See? Luke reposting, Judge Jessica reposting woman. You see the circle jerk here? Right. So what else? What else we got here? 5/18/2025. Oh, he's on a live, but let me save you the view. They're sending me terrifying memes. No, what I said was they were sending Adrian terrifying memes that involved gun violence and murder with her name attached, because what you don't seem to acknowledge is that a bullet was placed by some person, probably an affiliate of yours, in her driveway, standing on its end for her to find perfectly placed and centered in the driveway in front of the garage door. And the very same day, one of your associates is posting gun violence memes, which is why that meme was terrifying to her. That's okay. Law enforcement will handle it. Timu Gray Hughes. And of course, All Eyes on Delphi, who never participates in any of this shit and is not friend with any of the trolls, participating with all of this shit and endorsing and condoning it and participating with the trolls in the trolling, as she's done for 6 months now. Okay. All right. See where we are. I'm getting through this. Judge Jessica. Oh, is that the same thing? Oh yeah. No, here. Okay, here's why I'm posting this. Left turn. So we're gonna do left turn. Let me take it down for a moment. All right. So it's interesting, y'all. And listen. Listen up here. I don't want you to say who you are, okay? If you, let me put it this way. If you happen to be in my live chat and you are the person who is involved in the following exchange, please don't say anything. Keep your confidentiality, okay? Please do so. Keep your confidentiality. I want to show a conversation and I want my person in the chat to retain their confidentiality and not reveal themselves. But I want to say this. One of Kathy's friends was cornered and bullied recently. And she called me. Actually, I could probably see if I want to. I'll summarize it. Okay, I'll summarize it. I want to summarize something for you that a friend of Kathy texted me, and she said, Prof, I just got cornered on Twitter, and attempts were made to intimidate me by Luke's friends and plants. They were also demanding access to Kathy Allen because they want to discredit you. Their ultimate goal is to harm you, but with an odd new twist. I had a long talk with her. She could care less about the stupid people on Twitter or this stupid contract issue. She loves Erica and Christine and doesn't like that they are harassed. Because the harassment is more along the lines of accusation than truth. Luke's friends grilled me about Adrian and Alex and this idea that Kathy wouldn't want to be associated with the people who, quote, tipped Rick. She does not or has never, ever heard one single word about Rick Allen being tipped in by Alex Voorhees. These people don't deserve our time. But I tried to reason, and eventually they threw down the blackmail. But they're not aware that I already know that the same shit is being done to anyone who Michael Osbrook disagrees with or is mad at. I told these people they weren't scaring me. I told them it was probably one of you guys who leaked the contract because of the way Osbrook flips out on people. That's when the table turned. I told them I recorded all the rotten shit they had said about Kathy Allen, and I was going to show her, and they just kept moving back to you. Kathy is constantly receiving threats now by telephone. We're researching them and turning them over to the police. At the end of this, I deactivated my Twitter account. A lot more took place. And Kathy already knew better than to work with Mr. Osbrook or these people. And she sees he's trying to get the word out that she violated him. Ha ha ha. That's so damn stupid. Please go and see if you can find any of the remnants on the Twitter accounts. And so I did. Okay? And like I said, that's a summary. So let me read to you what I found in the Twitters regarding this phone call and text message I received. So there was this post, okay? So I'm going to read this to you because I want you to see some of what was thrown this person's way. So in this post here, you'll see it's a post that's by Judge Jessica, and you'll see under it the very first thing you see, okay? The very first thing you see is a post from an account that no longer exists. Remember, this friend of Kathy Allen said to me that she hard deleted her Twitter account. Behind her comes True Crime Keith, jumping on her, okay, pouncing on her. I think it starts with the retainer agreement. What? No, it starts with the dropping of the Libby German video on the true crime community like a nuclear bomb with no provenance, no evidence, no corroborating information, and no description, and you expected everyone to just buy it. Lots of people are asking how Prof got a hold of it. Well, hey, dumbass, because it was given to me. I don't think Kathy knows, which is concerning and sounds very manipulative to Kathy. Kathy knows, dumbass. Then there's another reply from the account of the friend of Kathy who's been deleted. So you know her personally? Did she willingly allow Prof to leak the contract? This is what I'd like to know to move forward. Does Kathy know this is happening? And does she approve of it? Again, a response from the deleted account. Christy, you have a great opportunity to tell me the full story about this retainer agreement because Prof has made it ugly and positioned himself to be one of the few voices for Kathy. I'm not a voice for Kathy. Hell, he's even on his own YouTube telling people that Kathy doesn't like them. No, Kathy doesn't like Michael Losbrook is what I said. No. Have I made it clear? And what I think we would all hate for is to hear that Erica or Christine gave him this agreement and Kathy didn't know about it. That makes Erica and Christine horrible people. This is after multiple opportunities for them to come clean and tell us how this got onto Prof's YouTube from start to finish. And what would be even worse is if you, Christy, after being named one of the scary people, were named by Prof himself as being misleading to him about the agreement, which is what he will absolutely do to one of you if someone doesn't come clean very soon. Prof's in it for Prof. Because a lot of people are talking, Christy, and we don't think that anyone did this with ill intentions aside of Prof. So if it was you, Erica, or Christine, fine, but you better come clean. But I think we would all need to know if Prof had a direct line of contact with Kathy. Because I'm sure after my 30th beers, as you know, he is about to try to turn it around on one of you to save face. He's acting like he knows Kathy. And I think that everyone but his audience knows that isn't true. So if you care about Kathy and her harassment, you would air the Prof contract issue out. Response, deleted. You're claiming to know these things, but we aren't getting very solid answers out of you, are we? Prof talks endlessly about doxing, harassment, etc., while acting like he is speaking for Kathy. If he's lying about what Kathy is saying, don't you think that'd be worth cleaning up? No, I'm saying exactly what I understand Kathy has been saying to all her best friends. Deleted. Please don't put words in my mouth, Christy. I am not assuming she watches. I do know from his chat that there were a lot of people who believe he's close with Kathy and takes his word as hers. How do I reach you on the premise that Prof is posturing as a spokesperson for Kathy? And how do I get you to understand that there's a huge misunderstanding created by Prof? that Kathy is okay with the way this is being shared and that she's being represented by him. No, but she's thankful that I explained it very clearly to everyone. Freckle Joy, Streets of Bakerfield, Christine Barrow. Let's not let Adrian off the hook either. What is her involvement with Kathy Allen? All right. So that, let me see. Let me see. So that was the extent of the bullying episode that I was able to dig up to the closest friend to Kathy Allen out here in these YouTube streets. Um, but I think you might agree that that shouldn't be happening because of butt hurt. Like I said, why does the fact that I posted a contract that was proposed to Mrs. Allen, why does that take precedence over who leaked the fucking video? Where does the video come from? Why does Andy Baldwin and Jennifer Auger deny it? Where's the fundraising money? Whose hands is it in? How much has been spent? How much remains? And basically, why have you all been gang stalking for 2 months over all of this? And as an aside, why are you all colluding with the troll farm? I mean, the prosecution shills right now. Anyway, let's continue with the rest of it. Then they go into further smears of Christine and Erica, the Jensen investigators. We'll just skip over that, but you see it's there. More smearing. Obviously, look, let's be real here. Obviously, they don't understand what the gag order entailed. And I'll leave that to all the intelligent people to try to determine what does the gag order entail, especially the one that Judge Gull had it ordered. Go and figure out what that actually entailed. Does it involve talking to your friends, or does it involve more uh, pertinent matters with the media? Anyway, it's not over. Look at this. What do we have here? Even more, even more gang stalking. Look at the face he pulls when Free Rick Allen is mentioned. He's a guilter. Is he a guilter or is he just greedy? He is profiting thousands of dollars per month. If they didn't sabotage the PCR, his meal ticket could end. These chaos agents, misspelled, are working to keep Rick Allen in prison. Oh, gaslight much? Oh no, let's tell the truth here. I got to do this one. I got to do this one for y'all. I'm gonna break this one down phrase by phrase because it's worth it. I'm gonna break it down in a second sentence here. Sabotage the post-conviction relief. Okay, show of hands in the chat. We have 227 watching. Come on, 227 could show their hands right now. 227 could show hands right now. We'll take a poll. Do you think it's at all possible that this guy could ever sabotage post-conviction relief for a convicted person in any state? Furthermore, while you all reply, I'll continue. How is it possible that calling out the people who posted a video would be the sabotaging of a post-conviction investigation? Because let's be clear here. You guys need to understand something very distinctly. March 12th, video leaks. I raised hell about it. Okay? Weeks pass by. Kathy Allen decides not to sign a contract to bring Kara Weinecke, Michael Osbrook, Amy Carozos, and by extension, Joel Weinecke. Decides not to bring them into the investigation. Then I allow a couple more weeks to go by. Then I post a contract so that the public would understand what it was that was being argued over. So I don't understand the cognitive dissonance here, or the misunderstanding. Do you really think that posting a contract that had already been refused or rejected, do you really believe that was the sabotaging of a post-conviction investigation? Or do you believe that criticizing the inappropriate release of discovery on a website that's not affiliated with the defense, do you believe that that was indeed sabotaging of post-conviction investigation? Or do you believe that just the mere criticizing of all of your behavior was the sabotaging of a post-conviction investigation? Because you're not even saying it right. You shouldn't say post-conviction relief. So. But it gets worse, okay? It gets worse. Murder Sheet's bestie, the Profocrit. Murder Sheet's bestie? Is that the best you can come up with? Murder Sheet's bestie, the Prof, who doesn't know Kathy Allen yet acts as her mouthpiece, destroying all public support one live stream at a time, does not want this clip of his mantra meltdown to be shared far and wide. What? Okay, question. First, you had Andy Kopsa, another retard, saying that I was pledging my support to the Murder Sheet because I merely stole a description of a video and put it in a comment of one of my community posts. First of all, that's a reach, Andy Kopsa. Okay. But even further than alleging that the mere sharing of a description of a video is pledging support, Judge Jessica goes a step further and says that the Prof is Murder Sheet's bestie. I don't understand. I don't understand. How does that equate to Murder Sheet's bestie? This is, I wouldn't even say that. I mean, I'm damn near Adrian's bestie. She's down here somewhere, but I don't even know if I'd say, if she'd say I'm her bestie, she might be like, no, you ain't my fucking bestie. I mean, that's bestie's a strong word, Judge Jessica. Do you want to get married? Is that it? Are you just vying for my attention, Judge Jessica? But you'll also see down here, Cato hair. I know at least 20 people who've reported it. Oh, this is proof of brigading, isn't it? Proof of brigading, isn't it? Thank you, Cato hair, for proving that you guys did brigade my channel with false reports en masse, right? I mean, I don't know. It keeps going, by the way. Did I say didn't I tell you you're gonna embark on a journey tonight? A week of me not saying a goddamn word about these people. And the world's biggest victim who launched a self-serving civil war over exaggerating a copyright claim. What? Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to understand this one. I'm trying to understand this one. A self-serving civil war over exaggerating a copyright claim? No, that's not what happened. You mean when I shared with the world the fact that I was copyright claimed by Gray Media Inc. or LLC, whatever it is, who happens to also have contracts with Allen Superior Court and the Lafayette Police Department in Indiana? When I shared with the world that I was copyright claimed for the Bridge Guy video, I accurately, factually shared the actual receipts of that, and I shared the actual contract with Gray Media and Lafayette PD, and I also stated that they also contracted with Judge Gull's court. Okay, when I shared that, and Kate O'Hare and Luke Nicholas went berserker fucking balls to the wall in knee-jerk response to that factual assertion. I think that's pretty odd. I really do. But that's called me launching a self-serving civil war and exaggerating a claim? Okay. What are we doing? All right, let's continue. Oh, moving on to Rick Snay. Okay, because of this, because obviously on Rick's last live stream where he had our beautiful Adrian as a guest, by the way, my bestie who's not my bestie, Adrian in Light in the Dark was Rick Snay's guest on his last stream, and Luke, Keith, and Shaboogies ended up getting yelled at because obviously they deserve it by Rick Snay. And so not only did Luke write a 5-page essay on his butthurt with Rick Snay, but he says, Rick Snay thinks it's appropriate to call friends and say things like, Luke's talking to so-and-so who stalked you and XYZ. He might share information about you. This is the playbook. Manipulative pressure via associate. I am being stalked. I have a voice. I will use it. I will use my voice. I'm being stalked. Sir, isn't this the same claim you laid about me because I called 2 of my friends who might also happen to periodically speak with you? Stupid asses. You can't make this shit up. Sorry, Luke. Guess what? Rick Snay will call his friends and talk about what he wants. I will call my friends and I will talk about what I want. And you're allowed to call your friends and talk about whatever you want. It's called the world. What the hell, man? And no, I won't share information about anyone to anyone. To even seriously consider that idea makes you extremely unserious and delusional. But I will keep talking up about the harassment, stalking, and suppression of people who have important things to say, like I do. Another talking point being put around is that I'm being manipulated by a mysterious woman who may not even be a woman. I have my own effing opinions, and this is just one of the old tactics. If it's a woman, attack her femininity. You know how they do to Adrian? If it's a man, he's a simp or manipulated. No, let me add to that, or misogynist, or woman hater, or a pedophile. All right, continuing. Again, this is from today. Um, blah, blah, blah by all the mean girls. I'll just skip it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, Shaboogi's trying to comment on Adrian's former relationships. He had a co host who's in a relationship with a guy that leaked RA's medical records. No, he didn't. Shaboogi's is consistently inaccurate. Uh, listen, Alex Voorhees did not, quote unquote, leak Alan's medical records. He considered purchasing some publicly available medical records, which he had a second thought about and therefore never purchased, therefore was never able to leak. So this is just pure slander. You do realize that, right, Shaboogies? This is a literal lie. Get a effing grip, Snay. Get a grip on what? Snay is another person who claims to be in contact with Kathy. No, he doesn't claim. He talks to her on the telephone, dumbass. She needs to speak up now. Why? To appease you all? Insaniacs? People who have done and are doing the most are being attacked. No, I've done the most, not you all. Come on. How many hours have you done? How many documents have you read through on a stream to educate the public on this? The people attacking are detrimental to Rick's case. Do you honestly think Rick Allen's getting out of jail next week? Like all of you try to assert? All right. Anyway, where are we? I'm sorry. I try to be I try to have fun because this is so makes me want to bang my head on the wall. I mean, this is so disturbing or infuriating. It's like god damn, man. I might as well laugh while I'm doing it. As you see, it continues. This time, Shaboogi's reposting salutes. People are now copyright striking people on Twitter for posting clips of their public YouTube videos that I own and I get ad revenue. Newsflash, my channel's monetized. Every second of my stream you watch, I receive ad revenue for. Therefore, when you steal my ad revenue generating content to put on another platform, you are therefore stealing from my business. Anyway, that's Nicole Miller, Sleuty Goosey, and then Woman Doing comes behind her and admits to how much they've stolen of my content, her herself. It's all good. It had already been up for 4 days with 13.4 thousand views. So she stole 13.4 thousand views from my channel, from my content. I just find Mr. Free Speech hilarious. No, I do free speech, which you don't do because you're a woke tard. You don't believe in free speech. You're a pearl clutcher. You're one of the ladies who in the 80s would have been all aghast at Howard Stern. He said he'd like to do that to her. Oh my God, how dare he speak on the public airwaves? You just don't realize it's 25 years, it's 2025, and you're still pearl clutching over language. Okay. Master clip this bit, Mr. Clip this bit. Yeah, I did say clip it because I knew, I baited you guys. I knew that you would clip the actual things that I already say, knowing you're going to clip. Like this, go wash your ass, it stank. Because we know women like you only wash twice a week using recycled water and not with real soap. You use like plant extract that you've went squeezed out of some wild grass because you don't want to support the military industrial complex. Therefore, you don't buy soap, you don't use clean water, and you don't use laundered washcloths. So therefore, your ass stank. Now put that in your stream. Okay, so boom, I got you. Okay, Luke, they don't check. It's automated until you appeal, which is part of the ploy by docs appeal. No, you have to contest it to provide your personal information. Okay, anyway, you see, this is when this morning. Yes, because like I said, a week later, I haven't said their names and they still can't shut up. This is like, look at them. Sleuthy, woman, Luke, Cleeth. Okay. Now, what else we got? Trolls coming in. They must be getting butt hurt. They must be getting a little butt hurt. Them trolls getting a little antsy. This is the part of the show where it gets good. We're 2.5 hours in. See? 2.5 hours in. They're getting a little butt hurt, a little uncomfortable, aren't they? Let's see, I'm trying to look at some comments before I continue. All right. We're getting there, y'all. Sorry for the. I'm trying to read the chat. And if Snay, oh, this is this morning as well. If Snay or anyone else says, why doesn't Luke think about blank? Ask him where the hell he was when Prof was pouring digital lava all over us in March and April. He was laughing with me, dumbass. I tried to tell you, Adrian, come on, vouch for me. Adrian, come on. I tried to tell you guys, Snay was talking about you guys and Angela. You're that fucking dense in the skull. You're that stupid, people. I tried to tell you, like, not only did I put on a community post, okay, it's still on the webpage. You guys still on the Prof True Crime. I did a community post, and I also did a live in which I explained it. Okay, so you know what Snay was doing? He was laughing along with me at you dumbasses. And he was also getting pissed. Go ask him. Anyway, sorry, y'all. Peak concern trolling. Manipulative nozzle. What? Are you gay? That sounds like a pretty homoerotic term there. A manipulative. Would you like to manipulate his nozzle? Is that where you're going with that? I mean, Snay was trying to be nice to all of you. He was trying to I'll be real with you. Snay was trying to give you all an opportunity to correct yourselves, to write your course. But obviously, you're too dense in the head. You don't understand that you might be wrong here. All right. Let's continue. Remember, it's still not over. Like, it's still not over. How many slides have we looked at? We'll have to count them again. Right, says Luke, this morning. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Sabotage the PCR. Bye-bye meal ticket, whereas a quick win would have been DNA testing carried out by a capable lawyer during PCI, which could have forced the matter fairly quickly. No, dumbass. There is no getting Rick out of a prison before the appellate process plays itself out. When are you guys going to stop lying about that? Even excited utterance understands that. Why don't you all? How many lawyers have you spoken to who didn't lie to you? Meaning other than this guy right here, okay? There's no way you're getting Rick Allen out of prison for a couple years until the appellate process runs its course. It's the absolute surest, quickest, best traditional way to deal with the conundrum that we're faced with. Asserting that Rick would be out of prison right now because you would do DNA testing it's you're lying to the people. By the way, where'd the $42,000 go? Why wasn't that used for DNA testing? I'd just like to understand that one too, because that's a whole question that seems to be ignored by all of you. According to Prof, testing DNA and examining the phone data will be useless anyways. No, it'll be useful in a new trial. See, the only thing that will solve this case is even more confessions. Yes, more confessions would do it, and more. See, you're twisting my words because anyone can go back and watch the stream with the beautiful and wonderful Silky. What we said was we need the people in the community to step forward and give tips, give evidence, tell what they know, because the community of Delphi has lied about the Delphi murders in protecting the real killers for 8 years. So yeah, what I was saying here that you misquoted me and misrepresented me on was that the community needs to step forward and tell the truth about the Delphi murders. That's what I was saying, and that would be the surest way, okay, in lieu of an appeal. But you're trying to twist it into examining DNA that should have already been done and that money you allege has been spent to do. And not only that, dumbass is trying to say that we sabotage the post-conviction investigation, post-conviction relief. No. It's an impossibility that Prof, a stupid ass YouTuber, would be able to sabotage a post-conviction investigation, post-conviction relief. You know who sabotaged it? Michael Osbrook and Carol Weinecke, because by attaching their names to that contract, they ensured that contract would not be signed, and then therefore that a post-conviction investigation would not be underway immediately, because Mrs. Allen didn't want to have anything to do with these particular individuals, including whether or not YouTubers would be included in the quote-unquote team who would be working alongside with you two. Now, how many times do I have to say it? You all sabotage the fucking post-conviction investigation yourselves. And not only that, I truly do believe that the due process gang sabotaged the entire defense of Richard Allen, therefore the trial, therefore his fucking freedom. And that's a hot pill to swallow, but you're going to have to swallow it. By the way, it wasn't the Prof advising Matt Hoffman, was it now? So this is your Friday night's fights. Cheers, everybody. Enjoy yourself. That's why we're here, because we talk about the dumbasses. Okay. Okay, where are we now? Next one. Oh, here. These two pathetic and irrelevant losers whose names we can't keep out of our mouth, Prof and Erica Morrissey, we just are so obsessed. We give them powers they don't even have. Who spearheaded the sabotage and destruction of any type of post-conviction support from the public or actual real qualified professionals, have now both publicly pledged their support to the Murder Sheet podcast. Makes perfect sense. Dude, when I tell you the gaslight is unbelievable with these idiots, read every single word of that. Let's back it up again. Let's back it up again. Pathetic, irrelevant losers who we cannot stop talking about. Me and my group of 5 friends. We haven't stopped talking about these 2 pathetic, irrelevant losers, Eric and Prof, for 2 fucking months. Okay. Spearheaded the sabotage and destruction of post-conviction support from the public and real qualified professionals. How the hell did Erica and Prof at all sabotage public support our lawyers when we had no power to do so? And secondly, publicly pledge support to the Murder Sheet podcast. Okay, let's read some of these words from Erica here. Thank you, Prof. And thank you, Murder Sheet. That's called pledging support. Hold on. Doesn't pledging support sound like this? Something like this. I will always stand behind. Fill in the blank. I will be here, rain, sleet, or snow, rain or shine. I will stand firm in my convictions to support, fill in the blank. I offer the fill in the blank, my full-fledged support and endorsement, and I will be here to support them every step of the way. Isn't that what pledging support is? How does saying thank you to someone equate to publicly pledging support? Also, Prof, okay, Prof posting a description of a video in a comment section equates to pledging support. Ooh, you guys are not very bright, I gotta say. I don't get it. I really don't get it, but I don't think there's anything to be got. So there's that. Okay. You died about reading. Oh. Oh, here's one. Here's one. All right. Here we goes with some more gaslighting. WDNU or WNDU, owned by Gray Media, who the YouTube copyright bot accidentally matched to uploads of the BG video, says in the article they got the video from the Rick Allen Justice website. First of all, no, it doesn't. Okay. First of all, you're assuming a YouTube copyright bot matched it. Secondly, you're assuming that the words new video of the bridge guy in the Delphi murders case was posted online this week by a website. You claim that that is them saying where they got it. That's not them saying where they got it. That's them saying where it was posted. There's a difference. But it's interesting that this scammer website then goes on to post an entire page about the copyright claims. But what they all fail to acknowledge is that the assumption was never anything about the copyright claim, okay? And here's a bad news for you guys, because this is something you cannot deny. The concern about the copyright claim from WNDU had everything to do with your response to it. And by that, I mean Kate O'Hare, who freaked out on Alex Voorhees about it, and Luke Nicholas, who freaked out and threatened a $50,000 defamation lawsuit because I asked Did the video get struck by WNDU on behalf of Lafayette Police? We'll be talking about that later too. And again, like I said, during the week that I did not at all mention, harass, post, refer to, all right. So let's do a little inventory. Let's go backwards. You guys want to go backwards? Trust me, this is the good part. This is the good part. Let's go backwards. You ready? Let's count. Let's do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. And like I said, you take the one Shaboogies calling some other chick who's potentially Jewish, black, gay, and a woman, a cunt. You take that one out, and you're left with 47 screenshots. And you recall some of those had 5 or more posts in them, right? Like some like this one, right? Let's see if I can find one. You know, some had multiple posts, right? Some had multiple posts like that. Like, see, that one had 4 or 5 just in and of itself. Okay. Like this one. See, this one has 4 or 5 just in and of itself. So, like I said, 47 screenshots. Some of them contain 1, 3, 5, 7. That's just a week. So, you got to ask yourself, all this for what? All this for what? And who's doing the gang stalking, by the way? Who's doing harassment, intimidation, gang stalking, and pressure campaigns? Yeah. It's kind of a lot. And you're going to say that my 1 4-hour live addressing the issue in any way equates to that when all I'm doing is commenting on your behavior? I don't understand what the butt hurts about. I mean, is it that I exposed that you all were behind leaking what is potentially discovery on an anonymous website and I de-anonymized it for you? Is that it? Or was it me posting a contract that Mrs. Allen rejected that showed that this same group, you all, were trying to grab hold of all the media clout, all the fundraising efforts for the future, and all of the discovery? Is that what it was about? Or is it that I called into question the prior fundraiser? Now, let's recall that this whole Luke website thing, Murder Sheet spoke about in the summer, right? In the summer of 24, Murder Sheet said Luke, Nicholas, and Carol Weinecke have a website to do with this fundraiser. It was in, so Murder Sheet was having this discussion of the fundraiser. Okay, remember the fundraiser, which what is her name? Ali, Hennessy, and Ali, I think, had this fundraiser going, and it raised over $40,000. And at the same time that Murder Sheet is discussing this fundraiser, they're discussing that Luke assisted Carol Weinecke with with creating a website. But then, oddly enough, In October, a whole other website surfaces that's also Luke and Carol Weinecke. Um, is it that I criticized why the stories about the fundraiser, and some people say the money spent, some say it's not, some say it's a portion spent, some say a portion is not, some say that it's with Baldwin, some say it's with Hennessy, some say it's not with Hennessy, it's locked up in some stripe. Uh, 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 what's the word? Limbo, uh, in perpetuity, and we'll never see the money. Like some people say the money's spent on this one, some say it's that one, and some money is spent, the money's not spent, the money's contentious. We got donors who donated multiple thousands of dollars emailing me asking me questions about the money like I'm supposed to fucking know. Is that maybe part of the reason? I mean, I could see a lot of butt hurt over money and questions about money, especially if what you did was not too on the up and up. I could see a lot of butt hurting questions about leaking discovery if that's indeed what happened. I mean, remember, Mitch Westerman got arrested. Uh, I could see butt hurt over not getting your hands on discovery, on non disclosure agreements, and on privileged information that would set you up to write books in the future from a privileged perspective, et cetera, and do media appearances and maybe documentaries and these sorts of things. So, you see what I mean? And it's just funny because every single question I've asked, uh, not one response that makes any sense. And not to mention, not any responses. Not only were there no responses that were sensible, there were no receipts whatsoever. Where are the receipts? You claim Baldwin gave permission, but you also claim Baldwin OJ denied it. So where's the receipts for that? You claim there's money that's left over from this more than $40,000 fundraiser last year. Where's the receipts for that? You claim uh, uh, that YouTubers were not going to be party to these contracts and this. But you also claim that the whole point of the contract was not post conviction investigation, but literally it was getting your hands on discovery. So the point of the post conviction investigation contract was so that quote unquote people would be comfortable with you having discovery. You see where I'm saying there's a whole bunch of questions and a total absence of legitimate answers, a complete vacuum of any receipts for any of the answers. And as I mentioned in that post, the answers have changed over time. There's zero doubt about that. The answers have changed over time. When the questions were first asked, the answers were, it's not us, we're not behind it, not the same IP addresses, we have no information, anything about this. But if it was us, so what? What does it matter? Just like the questions about the money. The question about the money. Oh, it's in Baldwin's hands now. Oh no, it's not in Baldwin's hands. It's in Hennessy's hands now. Oh, it's not in Hennessy's hands now. It's stuck in the Stripe system, and we can't access it. Oh, it was spent on what's her name, the expert who did the ballistics or the phone or whatever. Oh no, it wasn't spent on that. Oh yeah, well we'll find something else to say. Here's the bad news. All of this, it's the same group of people, and it's you guys. It's the same handful of people behind it all. Same group of people behind the money, same group of people behind the fucking website and the video, same group of people behind the contract, same group of people behind all the trolling and the doxing and everything I just showed you. Where's the receipts? See, you don't get to come and demand receipts when I've shown the receipts. You don't get to come and demand more receipts until you put up. It's called put up or shut up. This is the table. What have you put on the table? Zilch, zero, nothing, nada. So this whole false sense of urgency that you tried to establish with both a post conviction investigation. Oh, it has to be done now. Get Rick out now. Get Rick out now. Okay, that was a lie. That was false sense of urgency that you tried to use to get people upset, to pressure Kathy to go ahead and go along. Okay. And then additionally, you tried to add this extra level of urgency or a second degree of manufactured urgency, which was, well, the tort claimed this, the tort claimed that, the tort claimed this, the tort claimed that, sue the Westfield this, sue the Westfield that, which was another lie. So why have you been putting nothing on the table, trying to get your hands on every aspect of this, yet no, and manufacturing a sense of urgency, yet you're not bringing anything to the table, but you feel you can demand receipts from anyone else? You know, it's been too much, man. It's been too much. And for all of you to go over, okay, now and to join the troll farm, listen, we're going to do a whole episode on this. Adrian's going to partner with me for it. Okay. We're going to do an entire episode on the fact that you all decided to run over to the troll farm, to the Richard Allen is guilty folks, and partner with them to avoid answering questions from us? You got to be kidding me. I'm telling you. Makes no sense. Never in my wildest imagination would I believe that anybody who was a free Rick Allen lunatic would go running over to Mark Cohen or fucking Jinx 13 or Troll Farm. Like, that would never happen. Come on, man. If there's anybody we've hated the whole time, come on, man. If there's anybody we've hated the whole time, it's the Rick Allen is guilty troll farm. And you go make those your best friends? And you think Rick Snay's not going to see that and get pissed? Like, come on, man. You guys gotta wise up. Not everybody is as stupid as you think they are. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead with my viewers and say this. And since you're going to go insane on Twitter and do another 250 posts this week, let me just go ahead and say it like I said. If Matt Hoffman, let me back it up. Let me back it up. If Baldwin and Rozzi, the defense attorneys, were leaning on Matt Hoffman, and we know they were. Mm-hmm. You see where this is going? And Matt Hoffman was leaning on the mean girls, and we know he was. And this entire thing was fucked up because of tunnel vision and excluding pertinent information. Who do you think there is to blame? Food for thought. Food for thought. And I'll leave you with that for tonight. I want to thank everyone for being here, especially my hardcore chatters. You know who you are, and I love you. And the chat is full of them right now. It was a really good chat tonight. The Prof's Friday Night Fights, round 5. And as I said, I'm willing to go 13. So do you really want to continue? I'll go. Um, you always have the opportunity to correct course. Like I said, that's what Rick Snay was hoping for, and you haven't done it yet. We're not going to stop. And like I said, the fact that I would do a week of silence and that I just spent 3 hours demonstrating to you what happens when I'm good for a week, when I don't call anyone mean words for a week, when I don't make community posts for a week, when I mind my business for a week and keep your names out of my mouth for a week. This is what happens. Okay. Now the people know. And they're also seeing who the real trolls are. Because the fact that defense advocates would subtly adopt all of the techniques and mannerisms of the troll farm is really astonishing. Really astonishing. No one would have ever thought it. You guys have kept that mask up so long, okay? For so long, you had the public believing that you were a certain way. And now all they got to do is take to Twitter or watch the Prof's live streams on Fridays, and they will see exactly who you are. And who you are is bullies, harassers, terrorists, and doxers. And you've done all of the above. And it's all documented. And now you're trying to get directly to Kathy Allen. Yeah, guess what? She ain't going to have that, and her friends ain't going to have that. So you're in for a rude awakening. Okay. Anyway, do better, be better, as I always say. And look out for the community page. There'll be some more goodies coming. Share away, hit the thumbs up. Also, if you're on the replay, leave comments down below. We count on your comments because we love those comments coming in. Once the streams end, it's very interesting to watch the comments roll in and all the wonderful discussion. And I truly appreciate it. Thank you from Australia, Chris and Tess. There you go. Nice looking photo there of the ocean and the fish. And peace and good night to everyone. Also, while you guys are here, please understand, especially on the replay, we have funding pathways. They're scrolling down below. See, we got the Cash App, the Buy Me a Coffee. Please hit the Cash App and Buy Me a Coffee. We also have super chats, super thanks, super likes, and all the other super shit you could do. So, between supporting the channel in that way, hitting the thumbs up and leaving a comment, and finding us on our next live stream to join the live chat, we just appreciate all that you do when participating in the channel. And for those of you who don't know, I do have the little backup channel, which is the true crime channel, so that when I move on from this particular topic, I will still be touching the true crime genre on that backup channel. So anyway, subscribe to both channels. Be aware that both community pages are different, so it might behoove you to do so. And anyway, God bless you all. Enjoy each other. I know Diana's going to do a little hangout, and I'll be there shortly. And I just want to thank everyone, especially listen up. Something I forgot to mention. Those of you who've emailed me, I've got some really awesome emails, including some emails offering some help with various things. So those of you who have offered the various help, I truly appreciate your offers. And I'm attempting to reply to all of you so that we can touch base and maybe do a phone call or something like that and put our heads together, figuring out how we might be able to help each other moving forward. And I truly appreciate you all. And I want to thank everyone. And again, I'll see you soon. Hopefully, it won't be another week. It'll be sooner than that. But appreciate y'all for being here. And like I said, special shout out to Charles in the chat, Adrian, my main mod Amy, Sweet Dude Shibby for the bad jokes, Double D, Dom S. Hey, thank you. You sent me a cash app, Dom. Thank you, dude. I'll check that out. I'll check that out, dude. Thank you, Dom. Also, Carol, Rhonda. Thanks for coming in, Rhonda. I didn't see you earlier. Hard Candy. I didn't see you earlier. Thanks for coming in. Barbara Borman, Zaddy, Miss K, Abram Town, Gretchen Allen. Shit, Heather Brown's here even when she's sick. Appreciate that silence here. Every time we're here, silence is here, and I truly appreciate her for being here. Dieter's here, another awesome lady there. Dieter, Sandra Rowley, everybody, bro. You guys are so awesome. Appreciate you for being here. Again, I'll see you all elsewhere, and hopefully we'll be back early in the week, like Monday or Tuesday for sure. Okay. Anyway, anyone else who wants me to shout you out on the way out, I'll say goodbye to you. What's up, Jay? I see Jay was here. Paula Fitzhenry was here. Lisa, Gretchen Allen, Jay Rabbit was here. Whole bunch of nice people. Trial Junkie, Lisa, everyone who was here. And let me make sure I shout out my super chatters. I don't want to miss them. What's up, Deb? Deb's here. Rebecca Ann. There you go. Cosmo. Hey, sweetheart. Cosmo's here. Hard Candy. And look, our super chatters. Rebecca Ann. All right. Special thank you to Rebecca Ann, Jennifer Hoff, and the Zaddy Mark Ellis. Channel sponsor in 2025 has been Mark Ellis. And I want to thank Mark Ellis for sponsoring the channel for this year, 2025. I truly appreciate that, Mark Ellis. But also, not too shabby yourself, Jennifer Hoff and Rebecca Ann. Okay, appreciate you guys. Christina's here. What's up, Christina? All right, shout out to everybody. All right. Aaron says, what's up? Okay, what's up, Aaron? Okay. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. So y'all, like I said, y'all go take care of whatever you need to take care of, and I'll see you guys later. I'm out.